Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adam, and if you love luxury fashion, then you're definitely going to love my channel, so make sure you like, subscribe, and check out my Instagram below for all of the latest updates. And today, let's get right into it. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a little bit more look at my Prada collection, but really talking about their price increases, because Prada is having major price increases, and they're not even playing fair with their price increases. They're not doing $1,200 to $1,400 to $1,600, they're just immediately doubling their prices. So without any further ado, let's check out some of my Prada collection and talk about their price increases. The first Prada product we will be looking at is my Prada 2005 re-edition handbag, and this one I love it so much. This is my very first bag. I think this was even my first luxury fashion video here on YouTube. I will have all the videos linked right above and in the description below. But this bag, I can tell you right now, I paid $1,240 for this bag. After tax, I think it was maybe like $1,400 exactly. To be honest, that is a really fair price for this bag, because I personally feel that any designer luxury handbag, if it is this small, it should never go above $2,000. Anything this size should always be $700 to $1,500. I do think that's very reasonable for any luxury brand, but Prada specifically, Prada is a classic, so I do understand that like the holy grails of luxury fashion, Chanel, Louis, Gucci, Prada, they will always be up here, so they can get away with charging a little bit more specifically just for their name. However, you have to talk about like the material specifically. I always thought that paying $1,200 for a nylon product would be absolutely ridiculous, but I have had lower grade nylon products that cost anywhere from like under $500 to even under $100, and it does not last and it does not stand the test of time. This actually does stand the test of time. You could keep a butcher knife in this and it's not going to be poking through. You could throw it all around and nothing's poking through this bag. So the quality behind it, I do say that it is there, it is worth the price. But current days, this retails for $1,950. So after tax, you're going to be paying $2,100 for this bag. They doubled the price of it, and there was not even an in-between. Now, when it comes to that, I have to say that this specific bag is not worth $2,000 at all. Is it really cute? Yes. Is it a great bag? Yes. Is it worth $1,100? Absolutely. But going up to $200, there is just no reason for it. They're not changing anything on the bag, and they're not adding anything to the bag. So, $2,000 for this is really just not worth it, because you can get such a bigger bag for that price. Like, if you're going to be paying in the 2000s, you can go for a Louis Vuitton Keepall or a Louis Vuitton in this size. This is Fendace, Fendi, and Versace. However, the size of the bag in general would be worth 2000, but anything small like this one over here, and this one, even my Versace one over here, that one was $700, a reasonable price for it. Anything small should never be $2,000. The product charging $2,000 for this bag, I honestly would not pay that for this bag. I would get a different bag instead. I think $2,000, you would definitely rather get the leather one, but even the leather one, this one should be $2,100. For some reason, the leather one of this is worth $2,600. After tax, it's going to be $2,800. If you're going to be spending $3,000, now you can be getting into like a bigger bag like these. So I don't really feel like $2,000 is worth any kind of small bag. But at least the $2,000 one, it is made out of leather, so that is a really nice plus to it. But I feel like if you're going to be making this out of leather, just make this for like $1,900 and leave this one at $1,100. Because that's also a reason for nylon. Nylon is supposed to be a cheaper product with a cheaper price point. Pricing for it is really just not making sense for it to be $400 short than the leather one. Now, before I move on to my next bag, I will say that I would still get this bag if I had endless money, but if I was just now starting my luxury fashion collection, I probably wouldn't get this one. I would get something more worth my money. The next one that really does boggle my mind is the Prada 2000 re-edition. Now, this, for so many reasons, should be so much lesser than that one, because for one reason, this does not come with the extra pouch and the crossbody strap. This one, you only have the fabric strap, and it is stuck to the bag. There is no customizing and changing this bag. You can wear it one way, and that is it. And again, this one is made out of nylon, so it is really cute, and again, it's a really, really durable bag. I honestly really do love this bag. I think it's so cute and so gorgeous. However, it's how much I paid for it. $750 after tax. After tax, this was $750. And that is such a good price. And that is what this bag should cost. This bag is 1000% a $700 bag because it's small, so it's in the $700 range. And it's so cute, and it really is good. The nylon of it, it's honestly such a great bag. but the retail price of this bag currently, they're currently charging $1,200 for this bag. And to be honest, is this bag worth $1,200? I have to say no, because they do make one that is nylon, but it does have a leather strap on the top, and that one is so much more worth the money because you have that little piece of leather, and that bag is just a little bit bigger, but it was the same price as that one. So this one should be $700, the one with the leather strap should be $1,200, and then they make this bag in an all leather, which when you put this in all leather, really just skyrocket that price. So the 2000 Prada all leather re-edition, that one is worth $2,400. And that is just so insane. Like I said, for a small bag, a bag that size should definitely be about maybe $1,800. I can get behind $1,800 for that bag, but not $2,000, because again, a bag that is the size, it should just be under $2,000 regardless of the brand that it is. However, it is a really cute bag. Now, would I rebuy this one? I'm really surprised because I've only worn this like twice, maybe 3 times, and I would always say no, I wouldn't rebuy it. But I do want it for my decoration. Like, it's like an art piece to me, so I couldn't imagine my collection without it. So would I ever sell it? No, I wouldn't. But if I did not have this, would I rebuy it? I actually might for the $1,200 price point. But keep in mind that if it's not the specific color you want and you just want the shape of a bag, and yeah, I would have gotten the black one with the leather strap because it would just be more worth the money. But again, this one is now the original price of that one. And I just don't really agree with these price increases because I just don't think that the price really goes with the value of the actual bag. The next bag is my Prada Saffiano leather tote. This was my first huge bag, and this one I paid $3,000 for it after tax. That's the thing, after tax, this was like $3,200, and that is a reasonable price. Growing up, a bag that this size, a classic handbag as well, was always $3,000, and that's exactly what it should be still today, because that's affordable. Now, I know a lot of people will say, oh, that's totally not affordable, but when you think about the luxury fashion world, $3,000 for this bag is honestly justified, because nowadays this is $5,000. I think this is even $5,400. So after tax, $6,000 for this same bag that I bought like 4 years ago for $3,000. So this one totally did double in price, and to be honest, I kind of blame Chanel. So ever since Chanel started raising their prices, everyone wants to be like Chanel and Hermes and raise their prices, but I think Hermes doesn't raise their prices every year. I mean, they do, but it's very subtle, and it's not like a big thing. Chanel, they double their prices every 6 months because, well, they can, and they know people will still buy it, but those crazy skyrocket price increases are affecting all of the other brands, and it's kind of not fair, because if I was starting my luxury collection, I would really want this bag, but I would never feel like I could afford it for $5,000. Even me, anything $3,000 I could totally do, but once a bag goes $5,000 and up, even I'm like, ooh, okay, is this going to be like the right choice? Is this the right bag for that money? Even $4,000 is a lot to me, but if it's like $3,200, then I honestly don't really care. Money doesn't really like affect me like that. I'm not rich, but it's just my way of thinking. I've just always viewed the value of a dollar differently than most people do. So for me, I see prices differently. So when I say this is totally worth $3,000, it totally is in the luxury fashion world. But $6,000, now we're getting carried away, and I blame Chanel. It's just honestly greedy, and there's just no reason for it. But this bag, well, when it comes to the quality, would this be worth $6,000? Honestly, it really would. I've had this for so long. It's not deflating. There's nothing bad. It's not slouching. I do protect my bags a lot. Like, I don't just like put it on something halfway and leave that side just like dangling off so gravity can affect it. But I do always make sure it's on a flat, steady surface and that it's like positioned good. When I'm in the car and I lay it down, I make sure I lay it down very nice and neatly. I don't just throw it in. So I do take care of my bags, and maybe that's why they last so long. But the quality of this bag and just everything about it, the materials, it would be worth $5,000 because, again, this is honestly the classic handbag of Prada. If you think about what is the most classic Prada bag, you know? It's the Prada Galleria, and this is the same thing, just the men's version of it. So this is like the top grade like Prada bag, their most iconic Prada bag. So I do understand why it is so expensive now. But this is worth $3,000 to me, and I think $3,000 is a fair price. Anything higher, you're just paying the greedy company. Now, that said, I am never going to stop shopping luxury fashion. I don't really care about the prices because when it comes to me, if I want it, I want it. That's all that matters. but I am smart with it. Like, just because a bag is $10,000, if I could afford it, it doesn't mean that I'm just gonna go ahead and buy it. I'm gonna make sure it's a bag that I'm gonna have for my entire life, and that it's gonna actually hold over and not break. Like my Prada tote, it's just so perfect. I really do love this bag. This is my most used bag out of all of them. And honestly, if I had to pick one of these, I would honestly pick this one, because this is the one that if the world ended, I could carry everything in it. I could put it over my shoulder. I can go ahead and just do so many different things with it. Add whatever strap I want to it. Customize this in a backpack if I really want it to, like, you know, just get like a little tie thing. Tie it around and tie it around the arms. I could do that. So when it comes to the end of the world, you know, this is the bag that I would have. Besides the Chanel Classic Maxi Double Flap, if I, you know, I had to choose one bag for the end of the world, it would definitely be that one, because that you won't even have to put like a string on the side. You could just take the chains and do it like that. I love the Chanel Maxi Flap. I do have a video here kind of about it, so definitely check that out because it's really interesting. Okay, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below. Tell me what you feel about these Prada increases and even just the price increases on all of the luxury fashion brands. Again, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and have a great day. Au revoir.